welcome to Quirky Books with Katie. Today we're going to be discussing the Book of Broken Hearts by Sarah Ockler. Now, Sarah Ockler is one of my favorite contemporary writers. She's right up there with Sarah Dessen, and this book definitely did not disappoint. So this book is about a 17-year-old girl named Jude, and recently she found out that her father, who is only 50, has been diagnosed with early onset Alzheimer's disease, which is a disease where you basically end up forgetting all your memories. And this is Jude's last summer before she goes off to college, and she decides to try and help her father's disease that she's going to rebuild one of his old motorcycles. And then, when she goes to the shop to get a mechanic, she meets Emilio Vargas. And she has been told many, many times to stay away from the Vargas boys, because each of her 3 older sisters has had their heart broken by a Vargas boy, and Jude had to swear on the Book of Broken Hearts that she would never go out with one of them. So overall, this book was amazing. I really, really enjoyed it. It was really sad, though. I just warning you guys, if you want to pick up this book, it's good, but like her other book, 20 Boy Summer, it was really, really sad. So that's it for the spoiler section of the review. If you haven't read this book, definitely go read it. Sarah Ockler is amazing. I guarantee that you guys will not be disappointed. Okay, so the first part of this book where she goes to the shop and she meets Emilio was pretty funny. I loved Emilio in this book, honestly. He was just so sarcastic and hilarious and tough guy. He still had a good heart, which was good. But I just loved all of the scenes between Emilio and Jude. The one thing that I didn't understand about this book, though, was that Jude kept wanting to, hang out with her old friends, Zoe and Christina. I just didn't understand that because it was so obvious that they were mean to her, but I guess she wanted to hang on to as much of her old life as she could. But I just thought that they weren't very good friends to her. And I mean, if my friends were that, I wouldn't hang out with them. That's just awful. And I think what was unique about this book was definitely the fact that it dealt with Alzheimer's. I haven't read a lot of books that really deal with terminal illnesses, sort of, and except for maybe cancer, but I just thought that that was really unique, and it was something to learn about, because when you think of Alzheimer's, you think that it's just old people that get it, but that's not really the truth. I mean, anyone can really get it. And I mean, I understand that, because I know certain diseases that people think, oh, only old people can get it, and it's kind of hard to understand why someone so young could get a disease so bad. And I felt like the author really did a good job with her research and finding out everything that there was to know about this particular disease. Now, the one thing that I actually expected to happen in this book but didn't was I expected Emilio to break Jude's heart. I mean, it was in the cards, I thought, at least, because each of his brothers broke one of her sister's hearts. I was like, he's going to do it. He's going to do it. I was expecting it the whole book. And Jude says that he broke her heart, but I don't think he really did, because throughout the whole thing, Emilio was there, even though Jude's friends and even her family sometimes weren't there for her. Emilio was there even when Jude's father had that incident in the grocery store. He just, no questions asked, he went and he helped her. And I thought that even though Emilio and Jude were good together romantically, Emilio was just such a good friend for her, and he was just a great guy for doing all of that. Now, I did like the ending of this book. I thought it was very cute. I mean, it resolved the things with the father, but it implies at the end that he's not going to be around for the longest time, and it was really sad. I don't think this book was as sad as 20 Boy Summer, but I was still tearing up at a lot of points. And like Sarah Ockler's other books, there were so many quotes in this book that I absolutely loved. As you can see from this book, I think I bookmarked 5 quotes, which is a lot, because usually I get too lazy to pick up my sticky notes. But overall, this book was really good. I give it 4 out of 5 stars. I would definitely recommend this and any of Sarah Ockler's other books if you haven't read anything by her yet. So if you've read this book, let me know in the comments down below what you thought of it, or if you've read any of Sarah Ockler's other books. So thank you guys for watching. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, and I will talk to you again soon.